Good afternoon. What a beautiful day today. Uh, I've been trying to go live with the preschool time and the book reading, which I absolutely love. And you cannot believe I have been trying from last 3 hours to try different softwares, to try different streaming programs to go live simultaneously. I have called so many people. I have done so much of research. And I have prepared so much that instead of going live at different multiple stations, I thought, I still will go live with my Facebook and show some cool stuff for my little ones, the preschool kids, because that's the best part I like about my profession. That's what we do. So it's not, planned session. I have been thinking about it. That's why I didn't make any announcements. I just thought, just go live and see how things work because I was trying for the first time and I didn't want it to give anyone a particular time to join me and then was not able to go live. So welcome to my abrupt all of a sudden, no scheduled live session, uh, which I'm absolutely loving. So today I'm going to show to our little preschool kids about sewing. So every day we have different things we do with kids. So today with August 10th, you can see on my background, we talk about the day, Monday, and we are going to learn about the letter L. The number of the day is 14, and we do the colors, we do the yoga pose. So every day we do have different theme we work on. So for today, our Montessori job of the day is about sewing. So we teach kids about sewing. So this is about the worksheet they are going to do, in which we are going to show them the needle, and the needle we use with the little ones. It's not the metallic needle, it's only the plastic needle we use with the kids, and how to use the scissors. So whenever we are teaching kids how to use the scissors, that's how we teach them how to use it. Just, the pointed part is always downwards, whether we are holding pencil, whether we are holding scissors, the pointed part is always going down. So these are the things we'll be teaching to kids. Then we talk about the sewing machine, then the buttons, and we show the little kids the buttons, which has as you can see, the 4 holes. There can be buttons with 2 holes, and we are going to teach them how to sew a button. And then we have the thread spool, and again with the thread spool, with the little ones, we are going to use the thread spool a little thicker. As they grow older, they can do little thinner, and they can use the metallic needle. And then this is to push the pins so that the pointed part, that's where we want to make sure the kids are safe. So the pointed part they have to insert in, and these are very fun activities for the kids, as you can see, especially when they are doing hands-on activities. So these are some of the hands-on activities we do at Montessori Preschool with the little ones, but you can do that with the older kids also. So today I'm going to show you a little bit about sewing. So what we have is this plastic needle. This is our thread. So I'm going to show you how to put the thread inside the needle. Now for little ones, this is very difficult because their pincer grip is not developed yet. So we just, teach them how to use it. Sometimes we use little water. Sometimes I put a little piece of tape so that it becomes little thick, and try to put that in the needle hole. And this activity helps with their pincer grip. It helps with their focus. So if you have kids, they are not focusing at home, just tell them, give them a plastic needle and a thread, and we'll use the scissors and put it down safely. And then we also teach them how to tie a knot. Now, for the young kids, sometimes they're not able to tie a knot, which is perfectly fine. So we help them. So this is all about the prepared environment with adult supervision. That's what we are doing. So we put, the little knot so that it will not go away from the hole when we are going to sew it. So in here, as you can see, this is my needle and this is the thread inside the needle. And for the preschool kids, we do not use the real cloth. We just use a plastic mesh, as you can see. And in here, we can use, again, we want to make sure the pointed side, we teach the kids, to be away. So if they're doing like this, they can poke themselves. So we try to put it, on the top, away from them, away from the eyes, and they will put the thread in. And because of the knot, it will not go. And then we are going to teach them how to take the needle down. So that's how they're going to make the whole pattern about going up and down in terms of how to do the sewing. So this is the sewing activity for our little ones. And then as the kids get older, we have more confidence in them and we give them the real needle also. And you will be surprised, even a 5-6-year-old child are able to use the real needle also. So that's how, we are going to teach how to use the sewing needle. And then if they want to sew the button, so in here you can see if I put the button, so through the holes now they have to take the needle, and then we teach them they can go diagonally or they can go parallel. So again, we are teaching new vocabulary to them. We are teaching new things to them about sewing, needle, diagonal, parallel, and it's a lot of fun for kids. So it's not only just, fine motor skill or pincer grip or vocabulary. A lot of activities are going on in this Montessori job, the term we use for any of the hands-on activities. And as you can see behind me, there are a lot of, Montessori job in the classrooms. Kids can pick and choose. So that was about the sewing for kids, how they can use sewing to help with their pincer grip. There are a lot of other activities with Play-Doh and with sand, which I will be showing you in next some of the live videos. Okay, so that was about our Montessori job. Now we are going to talk about the letter of the day. So these are the worksheet kids do when they come here in the Montessori preschool. So you can see this is like, the letter L, the uppercase L and the lowercase l. So as you can see, they start with the solid top line, go all the way to the solid bottom solid line, and in between is the broken line. So whenever you're teaching kids how to write and how to space it, make sure you have the 3 lines they can follow, and with the spacing they can use their little finger to put between the letters. So they can put the little finger and then write the next letter. That's how we teach them how to write the letters. So today the letter of the day is L. So and then we go by sound. Letter of L is L, and then we say leaf, the word, and then we ask them, what other words they can think that starts with L. And they might say lamb or ladder. So and I'm going to read you a book about the letter L, in which we show them how many words that starts with letter L. So this is my book, which is my L book, one of my favorite books. So in case if you're looking to buy books for kids, this is a very good series. You can see this is my letter, my L book, My First Steps to Reading by John Walker, and it's been illustrated by Lindo Hong. So this is a book series for A to Z. There are like not 26, because XYZ they have put in one book, so they are 23 books. So I would highly recommend you to buy these books. So I'm going to show you my L book, and it's so cute to see in this book how they are teaching kids with the little L as a person. So little L had a box, and what we show them is a box. So in this one, we are going to have a box, and in this box I'm going to put in front of me, and as he says, he said, I will fill my box. Okay, he found leaves, and then we ask kids to find leaves, and they go to sometimes we take them outside and have them find the leaves, and sometimes we use the artificial leaves in the classroom, and we tell them if this is like one leaf, and if they find more than one leaf, so these are leaves. So he's filling the box with the leaves. Okay, and then he found leaves and lizards. Now with the lizards, sometimes we have small figurines with the lizards, and so I'm going to show you a book a little bit. The camera works the other way, and sometimes we just draw a picture and then put that in the box. So if you look into it, he found leaves and lizard. In you go, he said. Okay, and then what do you think? What is going to find next? So little L behind logs. So then again, if we have small figurines or if we have the picture of logs, we just put in that box. Then he found lambs. So it's very important for the teacher or for the parents to use the phonics. So use lamb. So I'm going to use a lamb. So this is my figurine. This is the lamb, and then I'm going to put that in the box. And kids, as a group activity, they love this activity because we give it to them and they put it in the box. Anything they can do hands-on, that's what it's all about. Hi lamb, said little L. You must be little lost lamb. And again, sometimes we cannot draw things, or we cannot find the figurines, and then we talk. This one again gives us a very good conversation points. Little lost lambs. Little. Lost. Lambs. In you go. Then look into this. The little L came to a lake, and then we talk about, have you seen the lake? Water is in there. It's been, the land which is surrounded by, the water which is surrounded by land is your lake with the water. And then after that, the lizard leaped out of the box. And then, when we are reading and then we find the lizard, we are talking and it leaped out from the box. So it's like, kids, they get excited because the lizard is coming out of the box. Stay here, lizard. Then he looked in the lake. And then when he was looking in the lake, what do you think came out? A lobster was in the lake. So that's how, whenever we are reading books to kids, if you can add the element of a little bit of drama, a little bit of involvement, kids would love this. And this is one of my favorite series, especially when we do it with the box. He put the lobster in his box carefully. The lobster had pincers, and then the kids with their pincers, they go by, and then little L saw a lighthouse. And then we talk about, have you ever seen a lighthouse? And pretty much, all the kids, especially, if they live near ocean, they have seen lighthouse, the tall building and the light source on the top. And then we have, after, the lighthouse, and then we take the picture of lighthouse and put in our box. And then we say the lantern was not lit. So he climbed up the ladder. So again, we have to build up kids' vocabulary. And he lit the lantern. So again, lit the lantern. And then little L heard a loud roar. Who does the roar? A lion does the roar. Okay. So then we have a small lion. And again, after the book reading, we ask them, to draw different things that starts with L. So they can draw a leaf, they can draw a lion, and we can tell a lot about kids' age and what's going on in kids' mind just by looking into what they're drawing. So a lion was at the door. It was a little lion, like the little kids. The lion licked him and sat in his lap. And sometimes, when you're reading to your kids, or if the teacher is reading to them, they would like to sit on your lap. And with the parents, when I was reading these books to my kids, it was such a fun, both of my kids, they will try to sit on my lap, and best moments. And now they are all grown up. So enjoy your preschool kids, parents. Then he gave the lion a lollipop. And again, with the lollipop, everyone's eyes, they become wider. And I will put you into my box, he said. And he did. So he's putting the little lion in the box, and then, we put it in the box. Little Al heard another loud roar. A leopard was at the door. Leopard. And again, the difference between lion and leopard, they're two different animals. The leopard licked him, just like the lion, and sat in his, and then, kids will say, lap. Little Al gave the leopard a lollipop. Do you want a lollipop? And all the kids, they love to have lollipop. He put the leopard into his box. Guess what happened? The lobster pinched the leopard. So the lobster can pinch the leopard. Then all the animals leaped out of the box. And then, from the box we have, all the animals, they are leaping out. So we are having them, from the box, they are coming out. Kids are like, you cannot pinch anyone. Little Al put the lobster into a lobster pot, so it could not pinch. So again, kids are learning about the consequences as well, that, if the lobster will pinch, he will go in the lobster pot. Just then he heard a loud roar. It was a locomotive. Locomotive. It went choo-choo, choo-choo. So kids learn, it's a train. Locomotive is a type of train. And then look into this. Let's go for a long ride. So they're going for a long ride, he said, and they did. So in the locomotive, and you can see, that helps to again build the kids' vocabulary. Locomotive, lions and lambs, leopard licking lollipops, leaves and lizards, logs and ladder, lobster in lobster pot. So do you see how nicely all the words came together? Then there are more words with little L. So then we ask, what are the other words with L? So it's like lamp, ladder. Let's see, ladder, lovebirds, light, ladybug, lace, lime, lemon. Do you guys know more words? And again, we are showing them the book, and they just would like to say it by looking at the pictures. La, lifeguard. La, lady. La, rock. La, llama. La, lark. La, ladders. So there are so many words that starts with L. Then the end. So this was my book about my L book. So kids love looking at the books and putting, all the things in the box so that they can relate to it. So these are the pictures, the ladder. Usually I like, when we have the figurines, the small figurines, kids love those. Okay, so that was about my love book. Now I'm going to show you how do we teach kids the numbers. With the numbers, as you can see, so these are the numbers. For today, we are talking about number 14. So before today, they have already done number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So every day we do one number of the day. Today we are doing the number 14. And how we teach them the number 14 is by using the objects. Now at home you can use spoons. In here we use the beads, and this is my 10 bead bar. So we teach them, and with the little fingers you will see the way they use 1, 2, and when we are teaching we just use this, the pointer. Kids can use like this, and you will see it's a beautiful sight to see when kids are using their small fingers, and fingers fit perfectly on the beads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 10 bead bar. In 10, when we add how many more beads, and then they are going to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will put 4 more. So 10 and 4. That makes number 14. So with this way, they are not only just learning about the numbers, they're also learning about addition. So it's not even, they get to know, they already learned the concept. In 10, if you put 4 more, that makes number 14. So these are 14 beads, and these 14, if you look into the sheet, that's how it looks like. That's how we write number 14. 1 and 4 makes number 14. So that's how we teach them about numbers. Right. Surbha, I can see you. Your mommy said hello. Hi, Shania. Hi, Priya. Hi, Pretty. Good to see you guys. So this is all about our numbers, how we teach them with the beads. And then, the color of the day. Every day there is a color. So today the color of the day is black. And then we ask them, do you see the black color all around you? And kids will, look at all the objects. You can make such a beautiful game out of any of the teaching. We do not consider this as teaching. This is fun for them. So we also have the charts about, the shapes, numbers also with the colors, and then, we also teach them how to spell it. So let's say we are doing the black color, and you can see it's on the chart BLACK. That's how we spell the color black. So that's for little older kids, like 4 to 5 years old. So for the younger ones, just to recognize the black color with their, I'm wearing the hat or my hair color. And then, we do have kids with all hair colors, from blonde to black to red hair, and that's how kids have the conversation. I have black color, I have black hair color. So that's how we teach them about the colors. And after that, we have the shape. We also teach them the shape. And today's shape is the parallelogram, how we draw the 2 parallel lines, and it's a kind of square, tilted square. And then we show them some objects about the shape, which we can discuss some other day in the live session, because today I want to show you a very special book, which is the Amelia Bedelia, The First Day of School. This is a very good book for kids to read. And nowadays, a lot of books are on PDF. So download them from your library website and teach them what Amelia Bedelia is doing on the first day of school. It's a beautiful book. Just by looking at the pictures, talk about what do you think? Is she happy or sad? She's getting off the school bus. So this year there'll be no getting off the school bus or out of the cars. We will be doing learning virtually online at home. So what things they would be looking for? What do they think, how Amelia Bedelia will behave? So this is the book about where Amelia Bedelia, which is one of my favorite characters because kids can relate to her, and her name rhymes, and she always wants her full name, and she wants to make sure that it starts with uppercase. Everything else goes lowercase. Her last name starts with uppercase. Everything goes lowercase. And those are the few things we teach to kids about, how to read a book, how to write a name. And kids really, they learn a lot. Whatever, we teach them, we show it to them, they learn it. So this book, I was thinking to read, let me see, it's been already half hour. So I think we will keep this book for you guys to read to your kids and share with me. How was your experience reading? And maybe, I can bring this book back again in next few days because the goal is to go live every day for the kids, do some songs, do some book reading, do some Montessori jobs, and teach them and connect with them. I know I cannot see them. It's such a, heartbreaking thing, but I know they can see me. So this is good. I love to see you guys. And let's see. I do have some other books, but that I will be sharing with you some other day. So let me look into my curriculum, what other things kids are doing today, which I didn't show it to you, but tomorrow I'll be doing some artwork with you guys, and I'll have some open-ended toy boxes. So like today, kids are doing the Play-Doh and they're making the frog puppet. So every day, we do some fun activity with the kiddos. So this was my first live session, which I have been trying to go live from so many hours, and we will be going live again tomorrow, and by that time I will I'll try to figure out the things, how to go live using different platforms. And during this pandemic, we have learned so much. We have learned so much about technology. Like for me, for the first time to go live, it took me 1 year, not 1 year, 1 month. I was not, comfortable. I was just, lazy. And even for this live session, I was like, what am I going to show to kids? But then I'm like, today I have to go live. And I have to start, with different softwares. And it's been such a long time. I have contacted so many of you. Do you know this? Do you know this? And then I'm like, that's okay. I've prepared all the material. So I will be going live today, whether it's only with Facebook. And tune in, I'll be going live now every day with my preschool stuff or the stuff, I will be doing with my kiddos. Sometimes I do baking, sometimes the gardening, sometimes just the multiplication tables. In fact, if one thing you can do with your kiddos during this time, whether they are in first grade or they are in 11th grade or 12th grade, make sure they know their multiplication tables. I cannot emphasize enough. No matter what field they go in, they want to become an artist, they want to become a doctor, engineer, they want to become the CPA, or they want to become a book writer, or they want to go live. The numbers, they have to always use the numbers because they have to do shopping. So whenever they go shopping, we want to make sure that they know how to calculate how much percent off, and they're not looking at cashier or using the calculator to do simple calculation. So please make sure that they do memorize multiplication tables with heart. And if you guys want to, they can join us at 3 p.m. for our math camp. Wonderful program. Kids do work hard and they are getting ready for the next grade. Thank you for joining. Just to wrap it up again, the people who joined us late, today we learned about sewing. We learned with the plastic needle, and we learned how to sew a button, because that's, again, it's a lifelong skill, and you want to make sure your kids know simple lifelong skills that will stay with them forever, so that tomorrow if the button goes down, they know how to sew the button back. So we learned about sewing, we learned about our letter of the day, my L book, and we learned about the numbers. We learned with the beads, and we talked about few other things, color, shapes, and there are a lot of things we haven't talked about, like yoga pose or the sport of the day, which we'll be talking some other day. But it was great seeing you, and thank you very much who were able to join us. Like it, comment it, and share it, and I will see you then tomorrow. Bye. Have a nice day. See you.